Have you ever wondered what it takes to make an amazing custom holster? Well, today Eclipse Holsters is taking us inside their factory to show us their secret recipe for making the most customizable holsters in America. That's crazy, like no other holster company does that. Let's do it. All right guys, we're here at Eclipse Holsters. This is Jessica, one of the owners of Eclipse Holsters, and she's gonna take us through the process of making a custom holster. Jessica, what's first?
Great, so welcome to our shop. First thing you would do is go to our website. You can customize any of our options on there. You can actually choose your custom print, custom color, drag it over the top of the holster and it will change as you're building it. We offer holsters for inside and outside the waistband carry, right and left-handed holsters, matching mag pouches, dump trays, wallets, you name it, you can get it in any of our colors and our specialty prints. So that's where you would start first. We're gonna have Will, he's already chosen one of our really cool prints from our custom print wall. This is the most exciting and wild spot in the shop. You can get solid colors, but this is where the cool stuff is. They're not as fun. They're not as fun, yeah. So do you want to show the print that you've picked?
Yeah, absolutely. So I picked this one. I really like this design because it's like a little something different. It's got a pattern, but it's still like somewhat neutral. And then we're gonna do something fun with the washers.
So now that we know what print we're using, then we're gonna choose the mold off of our mold rack. We've got over 100 different makes and models of guns in inside and outside the waistband. I've already got the one pulled over here for Will. We're pressing the Taurus G3 today. I've already got the mold pulled here and we're gonna use this. This is our contour print. This is the one that he chose. So
it's awesome. In
order to get the process started, we've got to heat our Kydex. We are using fancy t-shirt presses here. They're heated to about 370 degrees. We put the Kydex in upside down in between pieces of paper. This is what protects each specialty print from bleeding on the next specialty print. So in the pieces of paper, the press goes down and our timers are set for 90 seconds. Okay, our timer is done. So it comes out really floppy here. Put it over the mold and then we're just looking to seal it. There we go.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yep. Kydex is so fun. If we mold it wrong, we can put it back in the heat press, soften it again, and try it again. Yeah. Wow. So it does have a pretty good grace, period. Yeah. So we're just gonna let it cool here for a minute, and once it's cool to the touch, it'll stay in the exact shape that we asked it to take. This one's a Taurus, but we could do this for every other model that we have. You can have 2 pieces in here at a time. Yeah. So you can be doing 2 holsters here and 2 holsters here. So technically, in about 120 seconds, you could have 4 holsters just constantly. Wow. Yeah. The invoice comes out with the SKU printed on it. Taurus is mold 42. Right. So Henry has been here for 4 weeks. He's 18, he doesn't even own a gun. Yeah. But he knows mold 42 is what this is gonna make this customer's thing. Right. So mold 42, and then we put a piece of tape on it to communicate from here to the cutting room, the 4-digit code that the computer needs to cut to make that exact holster. Wow. Yeah, so it's been a lot of years of creating a system. My dad really pressed us on this. Yeah. Because my dad, they come from Alaska every year and he wants to work here. I was like, how do I make a system that my dad can do? So this is cooled off now, so I'm gonna just turn the pump off and we've now got a hard holster, or hard shape anyways. Pop the mold out. And we've got the start of a Taurus holster. So let's go to the cutting room. Those pinpoints we're gonna drill out. That's gonna let us mount it to the CNC machine for it to cut on the system. Yeah. So I'm gonna just drill the 3 pinpoints there. This is gonna be our mounting plate here. So it's just gonna mount straight onto the CNC table. Okay. Everything has the same points drilled in and they mount to the same plates. And that first hole that we drilled will be one of 2 retention screw holes at assembly. That's awesome. So it actually comes into play at the end. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna enter into the computer here the exact cut code for the Taurus G3. Cool. And I'm gonna tell the machine I want it to cut at this plate. All right. Let's do this. It'll throw chips at you. Cool. So this will cut all of the holes that, or it'll drill the hole points for every belt attachment that we offer.
Okay.
So the customer has peace of mind. They might order it for the quick clip, but you know, 2 weeks down the road, they decide they want to try the Ulti-Clip. Well, the holster will come with all the holes already needed for any of the attachments.
Wow.
That's what it's drilling there now. We do make these for right and left-handed options for over 100 different models. So we've got lefty love here. This one is cutting inside the waistband right-handed, and now it's going to do a rough pass. Second pass is just for a smoother cleanup, and it will release that top portion from the mold itself.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and it's fast. Every program that we run is 90 seconds or less.
Wow.
So now it looks a little more like a holster.
Yeah, much more like a holster.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so a little rough to the touch. I mean, it's a lot smoother than it was.
Yeah.
But we're going to go over to the polishing station here, and I'll have Jalen polish the edges just real quick to make it be something that you're comfortable having against your body.
Yeah.
You can tell Jalen's done several thousands of these. Thank you. All right, so
awesome.
Yeah, you can feel the difference in that. So now we're gonna take it to our finishing steps. We'll make this look like a holster. So now we've got the holster, it's all polished, feels great, and we're back to a heat source. This is a heat strip, and just like we did at our t-shirt presses, we're gonna use heat again to bend this into the shape that we want it to take. But I only want it on the sight channel. So I'm gonna set it right here in the center. And here's where I'm actually gonna use the real gun. Everything else that we mold on is all aluminum, and it's replicas of the actual item, but now this is where we actually want the Taurus itself to be able to bend around. Everything in our shop is safe. No ammo is held on the floor, so these are just used specifically for tools to bend around the holster, the holster. So you can see it already started dropping. I've heated that sight channel just enough to add the flexibility I need to bend it around that gun. Put that in, and then we want it to cool again. So I'm just gonna hold it in place there. And now you see you've got a sight channel here. We do accommodate for raised sights, suppressor height sights on all of our holsters.
And they're optic ready as well,
And they're
right?
optic ready, yes.
That's
Everything,
awesome.
That's why you see that little cutout there.
Yeah.
Everything that we make accommodates armor.
I also love that the mag release button is still accessible when it's in the holster.
It is. Early on, one of my mistakes I made was not realizing that the Kydex could affect the mag release.
Yeah.
And as you learn, you grow, and all of our mag releases are exposed.
Yeah.
Especially Glock people, they love to trick things out and add larger sizes, but it's always accessible while it's holstered, and the Kydex will never ever be in the way of it.
Yeah, which is perfect too, because like when I teach classes, I tell people like, we're not going to handle our guns behind the line. Obviously, we're not going to have guns out. But if you want to load your mags, as long as you can get the mag out of the holster without taking your gun out, then go for it. So that's perfect. I
can tell it's already cool, and now you'll see that it has hardened into the shape of what we can all recognize as an inside the waistband holster.
Awesome.
So let's put some attachments on this.
Before we get to that, if you are new to concealed carry or you're just trying to find a better way to conceal, then I want to give you something that will really help you out. And that is my free guide to concealment. It's basically everything that I wish I knew when I started carrying a gun, and I want you to have it for free. So go check that out in the description down below.
These go in popularity.
Nice.
Yeah, so the stepchildren are at the back, but yeah. All right, so here we are at assembly. I'm gonna have Gail assemble this because she is a pro, and I'll fumble. So he's got the contour inside the waistband holster. Why don't you tell us what belt attachments that you want? Everything you can customize on our website, prints, colors, but then you get to choose out of the monoblock, Ulti-Clip, Quick Clip. You can add a wing, you can take off the wing. It's all customizable. And this is the stations where we put it all together, whatever you've chosen on the website.
Yeah.
So,
my favorite is the monoblock, I think,
okay.
because I really like the metal that like it clicks into your belt. I think it's perfect.
It is, and I love that it has two legs that move independently from each other. So if you, as you're moving throughout the day or whatever you're wearing, how thick your belt is, something's always touching the holster. So it's a good contact point. This is one of our favorite clips. Do you like the wing or are you not a wing guy?
I like the wing.
Okay, we'll add a wing to it. And then the final accessory piece is the color of washer. So you get a lot of options. I'm guessing you're not going to be a purple guy.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Let's do...
that one's popular, and this one is one of our most popular. This is our antique.
Yeah, let's do that.
color.
I like the antique. Yeah, that copper color.
It's the Taurus G3.
Okay.
All right, so Gail will quickly assemble this much faster than I would. So we built into our new molding adjustable retention. We have found that people are actually really different in their level of what's comfortable to them. So we make it safe leaving the shop, meaning we will test the holster with the true gun, and you could turn the holster upside down with the gun in it and you will not get any movement. It will not fall out. So that's
awesome.
our level of safety. We send it to the customer that way, but they get the option at the end to decide what's comfortable to them. Once it's assembled here, the next step is just going over here and we make sure it's clean. We put the gun in it and make that final check. So I'll do that over here. It's a little tight.
Yeah.
So we stand here. I've usually got 3 or 4 different screwdrivers, but I'm just going to give it a little adjustment here. A good tip is if you want it a little bit looser, but you have the wing in place, I say tighten the bottom one, give the top one just a half a turn so it loosens up the retention around that trigger point without letting your wing move. So now this has got that easy in and out.
Perfect.
Yep, this would be how I would send it out to you. Maybe just a little turn there, but why don't you go ahead and give that a test?
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely like a little tighter to begin with, and then I'd always...
You can ease off.
Yeah, you can ease off, but definitely want to be tight enough.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. So we have on our site, say you choose the monoblock, but you change your mind 3 weeks from now. We sell kits for every attachment that we have. So you could go on and say, I want to try the Ulti-Clip, or I want to try the Quick Clip, but we've got you covered on all of it. Every holster is backed with a lifetime guarantee and absolutely hassle-free returns. Send it back to us, we'll give you a 100% refund. And who doesn't love a sticker? So these go out in every single order.
So if you order one of these holsters, when can you expect to get it?
If you order a holster from us, we ship everything in 3 business days or less. So if you are ordering on a Monday, we will have it in the mail by Wednesday. 2-day FedEx Express, you'll have it on your door by Friday. We are the fastest turnaround in the industry for any print, anything that you want customizable. You could order 10 items. Everything ships in 3 days or less. We know how important it is for you. We know how important your safety is for you, and we want you to have it fast.
And that's crazy. Like no other holster company does that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It is the fastest turnaround time. So we've got you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.